Welcome back. All of the info is at the end of the video and some tips and secrets. Welcome back, Divine Feminines. We're here to do your intuitive read. This is volume 3. We go week by week, so I volumize them. And if you don't know, I'm a psychic medium as well as a twin flame, and we're going to channel your messages. There is an extension, and if you need it, the link is directly below. Now, it's really important this week to really prepare pre-eclipse, especially for your ascension and emotions. We can be having blasts from the past coming back. And the question on all of your minds is, am I going to be tricked? No. Okay, because a lot of us have had enough time over the last 5 months where we have actually been really doing a lot of shadow work, really been doing a lot of integration and changes. And there can be opportunities coming towards you. There can be a little bit of emotion moving in and through the full moon in Libra. And this is going to cause a change in direction. Now, this does link to a changed way in tackling this circumstance, both with your twin flame and your general life. I do see that it's almost like intuitively what I'm getting is a lot of the divine feminines are going to feel something coming, something shifting, and also the knowing deep down inside that something has to give, but something within you is directly transforming. There can be a lot happening in society, I would say, in the month of April. Really, when it does come to divine feminines, it can be to do with their popularity. It also can be in the karmic element of things, because we do have, I believe by the 12th, we have transits happening in Cancer. Black Moon Lilith is moving into Cancer, and I feel, you know, we're gonna experience the yin and yang. What I'm seeing coming through here, what you're moving away from is, you know, the emotions relating to the past. You're also trying to be a little bit more flexible with your own personal needs, what you're needing. You could have really been casting a critical eye on the connection. I feel there can be a lot happening within the inner child, but also with your needs relating to relationships. Now, I do feel some of you, there are going to be some sense of changes in a sense of offers. I do feel there can be some proposals. This can be, okay, something's changing. If you do have a twin flame who is in a karmic connection, there can be something to do with that, which I will pull clarifies, and then we'll go into the extension. Now, I'm seeing it's almost like you're not wanting to be in a third party situation. You're weighing the pros and cons. You're asking yourself, am I spiritually ready for a connection right now? And I do feel whatever you're deciding to do, you really do know that, you know, it's nothing less than the star. I feel if you had a tower moment, and this first I do feel was really happening quite heavily from the last week of March moving into April, I feel divine feminine has been doing a lot of shadow work. I also feel with the steps that you're taking, regardless of the fatigue, some of you could be very fatigued during the day, and they're really getting to the evening and feeling as though you can't sleep. I feel whatever your mission is, whatever you're directly working on in your personal life, I do feel is quite mission orientated. Some of you can have a little bit of fear-based frequency coming up that maybe it's not going to be successful. And some of you, it's almost like you're tearing your old life down, casting it aside and wanting to start something new. I'm seeing that, you know, any patterns that you had, you're just really looking at them, and you're trying to overcome. You're trying to overcome the pattern. There has been a little bit of room between you and the masculine. Regardless of whether you're in the connection or you're not, I do channel for both energies. Some of you that are in the connection at the minute, there can be a transformation happening. Those of you with no communication or very little communication, again, there's still a very personal transformation that is happening with you guys, and there might have been a bit of distance you had to pull between you and individuals. I do feel if there was a toxic energy playing out in the circle, I feel you're backed off from that, and it's just not attractive to you anymore. This can be walking away from friendship groups, from social circles, but there is a new path coming. Let's see what this Four of Wands is. I do feel for those of you, if there was a situation inside of your connection that was not really boding well, I think it's being reworked, rewired, renegotiated. Those of you with no communication to communication coming in, I'm getting that There's something on their side of the fence that's being reworked, and it can be that they're unhappy within a karmic relationship. Those within a karmic relationship, which I will try and remember to link the video above. Otherwise, I do have them compartmentalized into volumes and folders, so they're always available on the main page at YILDIZ Readings. Okay, this is coming very quickly. I do feel this is coming in quite quick. I do feel Divine Feminine is going to have very strong emotions coming up. These don't necessarily have to be negative feelings, although old frequencies. For some of you, this might have already started playing out last week. Old emotions relating to the past and trigger points, they might have cropped back up, and you might have thought you were going backwards. I don't really think you are. I think it's more so that you're viewing old things and going, okay, I can smell her out, I'm not liking this. And I feel you're just hypersensitive. The hypersensitivity can be real deep, strong intuition. So when you're sensing a path, there's one you shouldn't be going down, you're going to have your toots on and you're going to back off, and I feel you're really going to look at it quite logically. I do feel there could be a person in the mix at the moment that's maybe trying to mess with you. Regardless of be it you're in the connection or you're not, there is an energy that you're being wary of. Now, can that be a psychic attack? Yes. I always say, if you're sensing it, really good time moving into eclipse season is to clear your home, use smudging tools, which I'm going to start doing videos based on week by week ascension that are very separate to prepare masculine and feminine to whomever's watching. I do see that an old pattern that's come up, it is being readdressed, it's being reworked. But I do feel, for some of you that have been feeling that maybe your counterpart isn't strong enough to come towards you, it's saying that's incorrect. It's saying that they are. Yes, this was an unjust situation. I do feel for some of you, if there has been a balance between a contract, a partnership, we have, you know, imbalances here, situations relating to contracts coming up. If this is a karmic contract, it's being looked at. If you feel there is a circumstance relating to emotional balance within this person, and it means that if there was a conflict and they're coming back and they're talking like nothing happened, some of you could be fearing that they may not be able to address it, and it's showing here at the moment they can, but there was a thing, they are missing you, they're thinking about you, but there's also something to do with a previous connection in a sense of a habit. It might also be leaving a karmic that is coming up on the table. I feel if Divine Feminine is aware of a third party, I feel she's saying it very loud and clear. Look, I really don't want to be caught in this third party situation. Things haven't changed. We really need this change. And I feel you're just being really direct with your approach with it. I do feel a decision's coming, but I also feel some information's coming towards you. And you kind of instinctually know it's coming. You want to... You know, it's also to do with the fact that you don't want to wait forever. I feel this person knows. This person's feeling the pressure point. I just kept hearing, feel the pressure point. You're seeing it. You're seeing everything so clearly now. Okay, if you did have a question, is there an external person who maybe your counterpart is interested in? The answer is no. Okay, it's no. My name's no, my number's no, you got to let it go. No, because I feel we all have been sitting in mud for a little bit. And I do feel that the answer on this occasion in the reading is saying no. Some of you are feeling as though you do not want to recreate the cycle. And the crazy thing is, in the mix of it, I totally empathise and understand, you know, a lot of these things that we do go through in twin flame path, we kind of get to on the other side and we're saying, you know, can we go back into it? Is there too much damage now? And I really do feel you always know if something is repairable, but kind of wait for the communication to come through, gauge it at that point. And then you have more clarity in order to judge it, because we really, a lot of times, you know, going into the 4D, going into the 5D, looking at 3D, we're basing it on previous and future tense events, right? And so the one thing I did on my journey was say to myself, okay, am I presuming I know how I will react to a situation that has not arisen yet? And I would say to myself, no. Because I would have various experiences to pull from, which I'm sure you do. And you can say to yourself, look, if that arrives at such a time, I will address such then. And it's just a simpler way to take the pressure off yourself, so you're not feeling almost like your whole life depends on something and gosh, I must make a decision. There is a very, very deep spiritual bond between both parties here. And generally when the hurt has been so pivotal, it really has come back to a lot of people doing such to you. So we're breaking these cycles, we're closing out these karmic chapters, and we're trying to find a new way to generate a different outcome. I feel Divine Feminine is a no ifs, buts about it, is maybe being critical on themselves, but at the same time knowing that it's not a one-sided transaction here. I was talking to a Patreon the other day and we were talking about this exact subject, is that a partnership is not a one-sided transaction. So be it we're negotiating deals in different countries, you know, no two parties are going to have that consistently ongoing. We're going to come back to the table. We're going to renegotiate the terms. That's why retrogrades are really great. It's like, okay, let's have a look at this. So during Venus retrograde, Divine Feminine did a lot of shadow work. Both A, on our side of the fence, what we did, and B, what other people have done to us. And our values changed. Our styles are changing. How we see ourselves in the world are changing. Wanting to have the power back. But I definitely feel if you have had nothing but towers, I'm seeing now it's almost saying the only way is up from here. I do feel a massive conversation coming through. I do feel an opportunity and communication moving towards you, but I do feel there's going to be a choice here for you to have. Gossip coming in. And definitely if you have been feeling somebody has been having toots on you, do a gin removal. You can do an aura upgrade and definitely try and lay off the caffeine closer to the eclipse. I'll be back to give you some more updates. If you do want to see how this extension plays out, what I have pulled is how the Divine Masculine is linking to you and what's going on in this karmic situation and relation to you. Love and light. I'll see you on the other side if you care to join me. Otherwise, live on Fridays and live next Wednesday in the members room. Come through and join our notification hub on the website at YILDIZ Readings 5D. Never miss a notification. Do click the link directly below and it takes you straight there. Very separately, we do have free star sign subscriptions and twin flame, as well as the paid version where we dive deep, and yes, we have duo packs. The duo packs give you free meditation tracks that are hosted via the website with up-and-coming education content. For a personal booking, you can go directly below. We also have the webinars coming up. So if you don't want to miss such, visit the website. Otherwise, I'll see you live throughout the month. Please comment on the video. It shares it through the algorithm. And thank you. And I love you all so much for being part of YILDIZ Readings 5D journey.